Do you like that?
Oh, I don't know. I remember
Maybe
seeing
that's
them.
a pet peeve of mine. I don't like that hamster commercial.
It's not a pet peeve.
I don't have any pet peeves. I've tried really hard to think about some. Listen to the ones I wrote down. Neighbors.
Wow. That's not a pet peeve either.
My dog eats poop.
Whoa, take her easy there, Pilgrim.
Boy, I got vision and the rest of the world wears bifocals.
Well, son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
It is, I think, going to be a very harsh and unpleasant kind of business, and will, I think, require an extremely harsh and unpleasant kind of man to see to it.
I'm your huckleberry.
You know when you guys are like at a conference or something, and a guy, he's presenting, and he's like, "All right, guys, actually," and he like unplugs his AV equipment. "I'm actually just gonna talk like this. I'm a yeller. I like to yell across the room instead of using the audio-visual equipment at my disposal."
Yeah.
And then like, "Can you guys hear me in the back?" And he's like screaming, and it's like, "No, I can't hear you as well," and you're yelling.
Yeah.
That drives me up the wall.
Yeah.
Just loud people in general.
No,
the
just
people
that guy.
Just-
refuse
I'm loud enough. I don't need technology, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
They'll always make the same joke of like, "Oh, I'm a projector," or like something like that they're loud as a person, and then they try and talk loud for the entire duration of their boring speech, and it's not. You can't talk that loud for the whole time, and then no one can hear.
they don't plan. I don't know. It just drives me nuts.
Yeah, I agree. That's a bad one, and I've witnessed it before.
I wrote down a bunch. So the presenter.
Dude, it drives me crazy. I don't know what it is. It's just like,
I guess you've been to a lot more.
I've sat through so many conferences and the people are just yelling. And it's like, you could just use your normal voice and it would be as loud as if you were yelling.
Right.
We have the technology.
Yeah.
You could just whisper, but maybe people just like to be like.
I don't think they like to hear themselves.
I was told the other day that I'm like the second loudest person that works at Chaffetz.
Dude, I'm told I'm loud
Who's
all
the
the time.
first loudest person?
Probably you wouldn't know them.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter.
Is it a very loud person?
Yeah,
Would you
we're just the
agree?
loudest on comm, so it's like I'm already like a vocally loud person. So whenever you're on the comm, you're like, "Ah, Jordan, ah!" It's like, "Hey guys, what's going on?" Ah! It's like, "Whoa, ah!"
I'm pretty loud too, so.
I don't think I'm very loud.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
We've already
You're
established
actually
this.
so quiet, I can't even see your levels.
Oh, should I talk into the thing? Can you hear me?
I think you should talk into the thing. I think you're mic number 2.
Maybe I can just hold it in my hand and rest like this. Is this better?
I think so. I can hear you, and I have a. Oh man, that's crazy. Do you like a big like, ha?
Ha!
There you go. That's like the biggest thing.
So I should talk in a more lyrical tone of voice.
Great.
This is totally natural.
Actually, I don't even need the mic for the podcast.
There you go.
Yeah, just take it off.
You're gonna
Yeah, I'm
project.
going to go ahead and take this off. You guys can just...
Actually, my mic is probably picking you up, so you can just take it. You know what, guys? I'm just going to. I don't need the mic. I am just verbally.
Yeah, I'm just going to
loud.
yell at you, okay?
I'm just going to yell at
Everyone
Jordan's
will hear
mic's
me
going to pick
just
it up.
fine.
Well, so me and I guess what was I wrote down. I gotta find my my pet peeves that I found. So, so I've been like working in the city a bunch, and they have parking meters now. They have all these apps for parking meters now.
Oh my god.
They have parking meter apps. So it used to be they made the things where you could just like use your debit card. And that was like, okay, well that's like convenient because if you don't have change, you can use your debit card. Now they make you do apps. And so when I was in Colombia the other day for shooting a wedding, I had to like get the app, and the app was screwed up. So I'm sitting there downloading this app, and it was wrong. It was like, please put in the password with all these things. And I had like the password with all the correct things, and it wouldn't let me make an account. And
The city is going to lose money on that for sure.
Dude, it's
you
so
can contest
stupid.
that stuff so easily. Also, what if you're an old person or something? And
Yeah,
you
Cricket
can't
does
figure,
not-
I
Cricket
couldn't
does
figure
not
out an
get
app. I
that.
would just have to get a ticket.
I was pissed because it was like, well, I screenshot. I was like, I did everything the app told me to, and I just like, if I get a ticket, I'm going to tell these people like, look at this, look at what just happened. This is your fault. You,
Dude, I feel like,
pay this ticket.
I feel like when I'm going to the city, it's like I'm always like I have something to do at a certain time.
Well,
so it's like always time sensitive. So if I'm sitting there fiddling with an app, like that's gonna really mess with me.
because it's like I have to go shoot this wedding. I have to do this thing. I thought I could just swipe my card, and I couldn't do that. I wouldn't let me do that. So
that's really annoying.
It was super annoying. I was pretty peeved, and it was a pet peeve of mine. And and it's like in St. Louis. Where else do they have it? In St. Louis, they have like all at the Busch Stadium they have the app, the parking app thing where it's just like, take a picture of your driver's license or your whatever, your license plate, or you have to like type in your license plate, and then it like saves, and then you just
so they save that.
It's like, do you have a different car that you want to use for this parking lot this time that you're here? It's like, gosh, damn, really, man.
Dude, they're saving that information, dude. I had another one, and this might just make me sound petty.
I was thinking like this is gonna make people like probably hate me.
I know. I'm thinking this makes me sound really petty. I'm just gonna say it. Okay, so like when you go to like Panda Express, and then you're cashing out, and you're already. Panda's not like Taco Bell. You're spending like $20 when you go to Panda for 2 people, and they're always like, "Would you like to round up? Would you like to round up $1 for?" And it's always like a good cause, and I'm always like, "Oh no, not today." But they always flex as if like we raised $50,000 last month for this charity, and it's like, no, you didn't. Like, if you did it, you would give 10% of every orange chicken sold to the charity instead of, passing the buck on your customers and be like, no, our customers actually gave this money. You know what I mean? Like, that's just...
Technically, they just said they raised it. So, like, if I went door to door and asked for money and then gave it away, I raised the money. It is not mine, but I did raise it.
I'm just saying, Panda Express has way more money than I got. And they're asking me...
Well, I freaking got my... I lost my... Oh, my gosh. I got my driver's license renewed the other day. And they're like, "Do you want to donate $1?" It's like, dude, screw the DMV. First of all, you know how many times I've like made
what
pointless
charity
trips?
is the DMV
I didn't
for?
even care. I said no so fast I didn't even let the woman finish her like sentence. She's like, "Would you like to donate it?" I was like, "No, no. I just want you to like stop what you're doing and just get me out of here. Like, I hate this place."
You're already paying the DMV for all these pointless fees anyway.
I've wasted copious amounts of time at the DMV. I didn't have a driver's license for like a year because one time I went there, or I lost it a while ago, and then I went there, and I went there 3 different times in one day because they continually told me the wrong things to bring in, and I continually waited in line. And so I was just like, no, I'm done. Like, I was like, whatever. And it's like if you get pulled over without a driver's license, it's like a $10 ticket.
Right.
And so it's like, whatever, I don't care. I was like, I hate this place so much right now.
I hate the DMV.
And so it was
I have to go there this month. I'm like
the
dreading
last time I went, it was not that bad of an experience. And I think low expectations worked in my favor. I went on St. Patrick's Day, and I had to bring Audrey, who was like even smaller than now. And she was quiet the whole time, and the people were very nice. They gave me a mask that had shamrocks on it, which actually I thought was nice, and then when I got in the car, realized I would never wear it again because it was a St. Patrick's Day mask, and it was already St. Patrick's Day, so I didn't have anywhere else to go.
They weren't being nice. They were just trying to get rid of
them. They were just like, we have an excess.
That's true, but I felt like I got a party favor.
There you go. I mean, yeah. It was like pretty easy. Well, I was glad when I walked in there the other day because there was nobody in there, and I was like, what do I have to bring? Like, can I, like, well, you just need to, like, prove you're this. I was like, I can do all this with my phone. No. I'm going to be in here for 10 minutes. No, I could. The kicker was, the woman doing it was like her first day.
Oh God.
And they were training her, and she kept screwing up. So a 10-minute thing turned into, like, a 30-minute ordeal where she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, I'm so sorry, I clicked the wrong thing. Oh, you're probably just getting so mad right now, and it's like, no, I'm fine, and I'm like seething, like I'm just like, yes, I am like very pissed.
What a terrible job to have your first day at ever, like.
Dude, I feel like
it's all
just
detail oriented, and everyone is always so angry when they're there.
It's like selling your soul. I mean, it's like being a meter maid. It's like, you know what I mean, or a meter man. I don't, but like. Those people, they know when they're getting the job. It's like, well, someone's got to do it, but you do have to sell a little bit of yourself. You know.
Oh, dude. I mean, you have to be a special kind of person to, like, do that, too. It's like, I mean, I guess it's just like, I gotta have a job. I just have to have a job. Like, I mean, but like...
Maybe they're really gratified by, like, very specific methods of organization. Or maybe they like to see people really angry, maybe.
I don't know. I don't want to, like, be judgmental about people having, like, certain jobs.
No, me neither.
No,
me
it's just
neither.
like, what would draw you to that?
Yeah, like, what makes people have that job for, like, 20 years?
I already have wondered that, like, at my work, the two people that work at the front are very similar. And one has been working there for years and one is brand new, but they're like exactly the same person. And so I was wondering, like, does a certain personality type draw you to, like, at front desk medical building work? Because you're into the same, like, niche everything. I don't know. I couldn't put my finger on it, but, like, they're the same person. It's a carbon copy of our old front desk worker.
And they just kind of like gravitate to other front desk.
I don't know what else she'd do. I guess they like front desk work, which seems very unpleasant. Cause
I just don't understand.
Hey, I'm not that organized.
I hate organization.
I would be able to do it.
I need like.
You've lived with me. You know how organized I am.
I'm not organized. I wish that I was. It's not intuitive to me.
Dude, I had to, like, go through, like, tax stuff, and it's like, oh my god, I wish I would have just, like, organized this through, like, the year instead of doing it all at once.
Yeah, I like doing my
They even
taxes.
both drive the same car. They both drive a black Soul, one of those little hamster cars. Maybe.
I'm sure they're very nice.
They are very nice, but I'm just like, that's a weird detail to have be exactly the same, and you kind of look the same, and you kind of talk the same.
Ted Bundy was.
I think we
nice
should look more
sometimes.
into the Kia Soul commercials.
All I'm saying is there's
and
an
who they're
archetype
marketing
of
to.
person that they like Kia Souls, and they like front desk work at apparently therapy clinics.
I've always sworn off Kias because I hated
hamster
the hamsters.
commercial. It doesn't make sense.
The hamster commercials. I hate them.
Go home, Cartwright. Go home before I kill you.
You tell me to go home? You with the smell on you of the charnel house, of flesh rotting and stinking in the sun?
You're gonna die for saying that to me, old man. You're gonna die.
No.
Do you like that?
Oh, I don't know. I remember
Maybe
seeing
that's
them.
a pet peeve of mine. I don't like that hamster commercial.
It's not a pet peeve.
I don't have any pet peeves. I've tried really hard to think about some. Listen to the ones I wrote down. Neighbors.
Wow. That's not a pet peeve either.
My dog eats poop.
That's a pet peeve. It's like, God.
It is. I hate that Samson eats poop.
Samson.
Although now we've been giving him like a snooty dog probiotic, and he doesn't eat it anymore.
Yeah, now
it's
he
like
doesn't
your
need to
kid
be
being a
anymore.
nerd. It's like your kid's a nerd. Your dog eating them is equivalent to your dog.
And my
eating
dog
poop.
eats his own poop. That's a pet peeve.
Samson's eating his shit. Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, I know, man. It's embarrassing.
And people making bad massage noises.
What? Where have you been where that happens?
Oh,
I'm a therapist. I work on people.
What kind of noises are you talking about? Like,
No, not so much that. Just like ones that slowly grate on your nerves to like they're so annoying. Like I had a couple people. No, they're not. They're not those kinds of noises. They are pain noises, but they're just like really annoying.
Wait,
like,
the person giving the massage?
The person getting the massage.
I feel like this is what I would probably do if I was getting a massage. Like,
okay, but it's a painful massage.
I
'cause
definitely.
It's therapy. It's not like out of masseuse.
She's giving me a
place.
couple of these, and I scream. I usually
He
yell.
screams and laughs.
I'm probably one of these people. I laugh too.
He laughs in
when
pain.
pain is inflicted on me.
It's
I
like
laugh.
so absurdly painful that he laughs. Which
It's
we
like
have a couple of
the
those in the
natural
clinic, and it's
medicine.
actually really hard because when those people laugh, it's contagious, and I want to laugh, but I'm the one inflicting pain, so then it makes me look awful because I'm laughing while I hurt them. But their reaction to pain is to laugh.
You have to try hard not to laugh. Like,
Yes, all the time. And if they look at me, I'm smiling. I look crazy. But it's because they're laughing.
That's a very specific pet peeve.
Yeah,
but I could
it
see
comes
that.
up a lot. I have
Can
somebody
you
that
make
goes,
the noise?
Wee.
It's like an
Wait,
anime
what's a
noise.
what's we mean? Like, yeah, hello and French?
She's not saying hello. She's making like, it reminds me of a little pig.
Yes,
It makes me think of a little pig, and I hate it. And it happens to me like 10 times in the course of 45 minutes to the point that sometimes I'm like, today I just want to do exercise.
You should just tell her, like, hey, I'm going to put on my
massage
noise
today.
reduction headphones during this massage. I just got to get my zone.
I have one person that pretends to cry. And that's really
Like
annoying.
pretends?
Yeah, like there's no tears and her sounds aren't convincing. It's like...
I just don't want to anymore.
Which makes me, like, I'm actually a normal, empathetic person that feels sad, and sometimes I do have to make people cry, and that's sad. But I also know the difference when somebody's not crying, and she does this every time, regardless of what we're doing. She always says that it hurts so bad and makes these fake crying noises that, like, a little girl could do better, and it drives me insane. That's my real pet peeve. I hate that as much as my dog eats poop.
That's a good pet peeve.
Yeah, I don't have any more.
I had one related to parking, so we don't have
there
to
you go.
talk someone out. But you know when you're like driving to Walmart or Target, you're going to the store, and you're just trying to get to the parking lot, and there's someone they're sitting there waiting for someone to back out of their spot.
Oh, dude.
You know, and it's like they're holding up a line of people behind them. There's a spot like 3 spots back, but this person's just sitting there waiting because they can't. There's 15 more feet they have to walk, and they can't have that. That's a huge pet peeve of mine.
The one I had another parking lot one where you're driving, or like the freaking people that walk diagonally across the like aisle. They will make
I know
the
what you mean.
longest diagonal stride across.
So you just have to like hover behind them.
You have to like just drive slowly
Do you
behind
do
them.
that?
I think I'm one of those people.
You're one of those people.
Because I have poor planning and I don't always recognize my car. I know the general area that
just
it
like
is.
you walking.
So
you're
I'm just going,
walking.
and
You're
I
just-
just want to move forward.
Just walk along the freaking like behind one side of the things. You're like holding everybody up.
Yeah, come on.
I don't take pride in doing it.
Yeah,
I
I feel like
don't always
parking lots,
notice.
of all the places, you're
There's
very
a
likely
lot
to
of-
get in a car accident in a parking lot. I just feel like they're dangerous places, man.
They are. People get angry there, as evidenced by 3 of the pet peeves are all in parking lots.
I can't stand it is.
I've been yelled at in a couple parking lots, probably because I walk diagonally through the parking lot.
Another funny like driving pet peeve. Like it's not really a pet peeve. It's just something I've noticed. It was like I will cuss somebody out, be like, "What the are you doing? Like, what are you doing?" And then like whenever like somebody does something stupid. But if I do something stupid, I'm just like, oh, sorry,
I'm just a nice guy.
whatever. And they're really mad at me, and like I know that I messed up. And
I'm just a nice guy driving, you know.
it's just, you know what? If I screw up, I'm just like, oh, okay. If somebody else screws up, I'm like, you're the worst person ever.
Driving brings out the worst in everybody.
It does. It brings out a lot of complexes in people.
Although you do have those people that, like, you know, you get to the stop sign, they clearly get there first. So it's like they should go, but then they're like, no, you know what?
No, they're breaking. No,
go.
that was one of them that I wrote down.
Yeah, it drives me crazy too because you're like, oh no,
Steven gets
you
mad
go,
about like the
and
nice
then
off.
and then like you wave them off like you have to go, and then they say no.
They're
and
trying
wave
to
you
be.
on.
They think they're being polite or something, but they're just like
They're doing it wrong.
they're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
They're idiot. Like
There's the rules of the road. We're all
Follow
obeying.
them.
We're all trying to obey them.
there was a biker guy that I was talking to at the Elks Lodge, and we were talking about that, and he was like, sometimes we're like in a group of bikes, and we want to be in a group, so when we get in those situations where we reach a
They
stop
travel
sign,
like a jellyfish, or what is that? What do they call those things?
like
Those
School
man
of
of wars,
fish?
whatever.
School of fish.
Portuguese man
The
of war.
Portuguese man of war. It's like this, it's like this organism that's made up of a bunch of different little organisms, right?
No, a Portuguese man of war is its own thing.
Oh.
Are you thinking of like a plankton situation?
No, there was a different jellyfish that was made of a bunch of stuff. Anyways, they travel. You know, it's like one organism.
Is it really one organism?
I don't.
I want to hear
well,
about it.
now I'm second guessing myself.
My cousin got stung by a Portuguese man of war. Nikki got stung by a Portuguese
What
man
like,
of
are
war
they?
on
Is
vacation.
it a fish? Is it a?
It's like a jellyfish,
No, it's one of
but
the people
more
from the Portuguese army.
serious.
No.
Yeah.
It's like a jellyfish.
It's got longer
I'm gonna
tentacles,
look it up.
and they're
Or
like
look it up.
barbed.
Here we go.
It's like got air on the top, like a balloon.
It is also known as floating terror.
Ooh,
The Portuguese man of war.
Yeah.
that sounds scary.
It was scary.
Well, let's see.
Did you
Hold
see
on.
one?
Yeah, because I was
You
with
seen
her
it?
and she got stung. She like froze because I think it hurt so bad, and then we had to like kind of pull her out of the water.
How old were you guys?
10. I think we were in
Oh my
Gulf Shores.
gosh.
I mean, we were in shallow enough water. It's not like she was going to drown, but it was really scary. She got burned by it.
Look, like all siphonophores, it is a colonial organism made up of many smaller units called zooids.
Siphonophores.
Which a zooid is a single animal that is part of a colonial animal. So yeah, it's like
colonial animal.
It's like a hive that just like goes around.
Let me see a picture of it. I do want to see a picture.
But I mean, a biker gang's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know, they look like this.
So it's just like a super jellyfish.
It's like a jellyfish
really
on
big
steroids.
jellyfish. Yeah, that's exactly what she got stung by. It was so scary. And these tentacles, that whole thing stings, not just the end. And it wraps around you in the waves, you know, and so it's like messy and scary.
Let me see it again.
Yeah,
there's some
crazy
scary
looking.
stuff in the ocean, man.
Yeah, we're not meant to be there.
Like, don't you think jellyfish are just kind of like aliens that like plopped out of the sky and just like landed in there?
I mean, they're probably some of the remnants of
here now.
Of the ancient aliens that came here.
I think so.
And hung around in the ocean.
You don't be a little more powerful.
You're not going to talk about ancient aliens.
They don't really move themselves in any way. They just get floated along.
Are you sure they don't?
It's not like it even attacked Nikki. Like, the wave like smacked its totally passive form up against her body. That's why they sting, because their only defense is like, well, whatever I bump up against, it's gonna hurt.
Does the peeing on the leg? I heard like there's.
That's real, but that's not what
real?
we did. It's ammonia.
I thought it wasn't real. So now you hear like halfway like. It's one of those like things where it's like you hear something most of your life and you're like, you're supposed to do this whenever this happens, and then like you realize or you hear later on it's like, oh no, you don't do that.
If you had nothing, I think that would still help. Ammonia like kills the pain or whatever.
I think that's like not. You can just pee on someone's leg and it makes it better. It seems like
it's not like it heals it. It's not like it cures it. Miracle pee, but the ammonia in your pee draws out the poison or the burn of the sting.
Oh, here, hold on.
I guess how you'd put baking soda and water on a bee sting.
I'm a little skeptical, so I'm looking it up.
We sprayed Windex
Does
on
peeing
people.
on a jellyfish sting actually help? Quite simply, no. There's no truth to the myth.
Why?
So just don't. I don't know. Just don't pee on your leg. You already got stung by a jellyfish.
Does ammonia? Look up if ammonia helps, because we sprayed Windex and it did help. And there's ammonia in your pee. At least I thought.
Is there? I thought you could drink pee.
They used to. Yeah, it's sterile, but I think it has.
I thought ammonia was bad.
Says caution: do not use ammonia, urine, rubbing alcohol, fresh water, or ice. They can all trigger the release of more venom.
Oh.
And then you also just have pee on your leg too.
So we were spraying.
you just worsened your condition.
Yeah, it's like pouring water on a grease
all
fire.
The aunts and uncles were like spraying all the kids with Windex that got stung by jellyfish.
So you're doing like the opposite of what you're supposed to do.
It seemed to feel better. Maybe that's just
Maybe
powerful
it's a placebo.
I think it's a placebo.
Wow.
There was whenever I burnt my leg from a hilarious mini motorcycle accident when I was 15. It wasn't even the motorcycle accident that burned me. It was me picking up the motorcycle and I leaned my like calf into the exhaust.
Oh.
And so I had a huge burn from like the tip,
Tiny
like my
motorcycle.
knee. Yeah, like the knee, from my knee like down, like all the way down my calf. It was a big burn.
Oh, that's terrible.
And my friend's mom smothered my leg in mustard.
Mustard. Why would you even think
Didn't burn once. Like it never hurt. It didn't even hurt. Like you know how burns hurt?
Well, like Heinz yellow
Did it
mustard.
get like
No, it was just like mustard. Like she just put mustard on my freaking
Aldi
burn.
brand?
I don't remember what brand. It was like
Stone
more than 10 years
ground?
ago. But it didn't hurt. It was like burns hurt. Burns are not fun.
Well, actually, really deep burns don't hurt because
Well,
you
maybe-
burn the nerves.
Well, I don't
If
know
it
if it
gets-
was that. It wasn't like a 3rd-degree burn.
Okay.
It was like, but it definitely was like one layer.
Deep 2nd-degree burns don't hurt
Maybe
either.
then maybe it was one of those, and she was just
And
like
she just
too
put
drunk.
mustard on
Maybe
your
she
leg.
was just
You're
really
lucky
trashed
that you
or something.
ended up
Like, it
okay
smells
because
like
you
hot
had
dogs.
mustard burn.
Because I thought that was really weird too.
I've heard people put butter on burns, which is not helpful.
What?
Yeah. It's like, I guess,
Give
like
me a
the
butter
pee on
burn.
a
Yeah, it's
jellyfish sting. People put butter on their sunburns, and they think it helps, but it definitely doesn't.
So maybe it was just like a bad burn, and it was like, oh, this doesn't hurt, and then. But
And then she put mustard on it. As a side note.
if I'm ever like a parent and I see something ridiculous like that, I'm just like, put some barbecue sauce on it real fast.
Dude.
Just put some barbecue sauce.
I don't want to be the parent that like, oh yeah, little Timmy got burned here today. I put mustard on it, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Well, my parents were there, and like they're good. Like we're like family friends, so it's not like they're strangers or anything.
Okay.
It was like,
so your mom was like, go ahead. Where's your mustard at?
we'll do it. She said that she seems like she knows what she's talking about. She's confident with the mustard scheme.
I want to see what this is.
It's all about confidence.
Oh yeah, you can go
You
into
can
like
sell
anything with that, and just like
we need mustard stat.
I don't know what. So
I have other pet peeves.
I did too.
I got 2 more.
I wrote down a bunch.
So this one, you can relate to this, Jordan. Maybe Megan, maybe not.
Okay.
But when you're working out, and this actually doesn't happen very often, but it's very rare. But when it happens, it just someone comes up and taps you on the shoulder, and you're doing like a workout, and they're like, "Hey, you almost done?" You're like, "Oh no, I still got 3 more sets." But they're like, "Can I work in with you?" So like during your rest sets, they want to do their sets, and it's like, "No, let me use the machine. I'm a part of the club here. Let me finish out, and then you can come in." But then you have to like alternate with this person. You know what I mean?
I don't mind that as much. I don't mind that as much. What I don't like are the people that will sit there and wait for you to be done.
See, I'd almost prefer that.
No, the people that continue to ask are like, "Are you almost done yet? Are you almost done?
Like I
Are
said,
you
3.
almost done?
Doing 3 sets.
Are you done yet? Are you
1, 2,
almost
3.
done?" I've had people do that, and I don't care. Like, I don't mind that as much. The people like jumping in, I just like think it's weird whenever they're like, "Are you almost done?" Like,
Can you hurry up?
Can you please hurry?
Can you leave?
Can you be done, please? Or the people that like will be doing a circuit and they occupy like 3 different machines at once.
Dude, I've definitely had that before. And, like you're working out and they're like, "Hey, I'm on this." I was
I'm
like,
on
"I
that.
just
It's
saw
like,
you
no,
doing
you're like
rows.
on 5 different things.
I saw you doing rows and pull-ups. Now you're gonna take the ropes over here."
You're like on 6 different things right now. You have like half the playground.
Hey, I'm cycling through the whole gym, so you guys all have to leave.
I'm doing a circuit right now.
I'm using all 20 treadmills.
Oh, dude. Oh, there are so many gym peeves that
Dude,
there are unbelievable amounts of
Dude,
gym
I have to
peeves.
work out at 10 to even be able to go to the gym.
Steven would have like an aneurysm if he went at like
Dude,
6:30.
I can't
for
imagine.
sure.
I can't even imagine going during rush hour. Dude, I imagine there are people like sitting on each other's laps doing like workouts. You know what I mean? Like you can't even do anything.
I've been showering at the gym, and that's not too bad.
Ooh, athlete's foot.
What do you mean?
That's a good way to get athlete's foot.
I wear flip-flops.
Shower at the gym. Okay, good. There you go.
I wear the
He
flip-flops.
comes prepared.
Yeah.
I come prepared.
Then you can hit up the sauna afterwards.
No, I'll never. I sweat enough during the day.
Yeah,
alright?
that's I know that. That's true.
I sweat enough. But that's not too bad. I'm trying to like the gym peeves though. It's like, I mean, I guess those are some of the main ones, but that's always one.
Yeah.
Whenever you said the right of way thing, I put right of way deniers.
Right of way deniers.
In my
I don't
notes.
believe in the right of
I
way.
don't believe in right of way. I believe in trying to be a nice person.
Just letting everyone go before me.
Wait, can I bring a citation about the mustard burns?
Oh yes,
back to
yes,
the
yes.
Oh, yeah, I wanna
forefront?
know about
to the
mustards.
forefront. Yes, please.
So keep in mind, this is posted by the National Mustard Museum, so they're a little biased.
Oh wow.
That they think mustard is obviously the cure for everything. But this says, this week, a reader posted their story about accidentally grabbing the metal handle of a pot right out of the oven. First, they tried pouring soy sauce on the burn without much relief.
That would never work. Soy sauce.
The
Clearly.
first thing they grabbed was soy sauce.
Well, my hand is burnt. Yeah, let me see if I could pour the saltiest
So
liquid.
why? Okay, so you cook a part of your body and then you season it.
You look into your fridge to see,
Where
yeah.
can I put some salt on it?
Oregano, like,
Yeah.
Italian
Some sesame
seasoning.
oil. Let's see. Without much relief, then a frozen ice pack. Then again, the pain persisted. After checking with the People's Pharmacy website, they stumbled upon the yellow mustard burn miracle remedy, which is a thing according to the National Mustard Museum. They've heard numerous accounts of yellow mustard working miracles on painful kitchen burns.
He's a walking example. He's an exhibit.
Testimony, right?
You should go work. You should go.
It says they don't know why, but it is hard to deny the effectiveness, and the only way to try is just to try.
Okay.
Let's record it live right now. Jordan burning his hand on your stove. And do you guys have mustard?
We do. We have brown
do.
mustard.
And
Okay.
Dijon. We could
We
do
have
it.
Dijon.
We could
Wait, is
do
it
both
brown?
hands.
Is it
Let's
brown?
just burn both
Brown
hands.
mustard?
No.
It's not brown. It just looks brown. Maybe it's old.
No, it's not.
Oh no, Dijon looks kind of brown.
Dijon is kind of grayish
Yeah.
yellow. It's the way it is. It's
We'll burn
fancy.
several different parts of my body.
And then we should try honey mustard, Dijon mustard.
I got some Chick-fil-A honey mustard.
You have
down
Chick-fil-A
there.
sauce?
No,
Try
I just
that
got
too.
the honey mustard.
Oh, okay.
With my
I think honey
grilled
mustard
chicken globes.
would make it worse, but I don't know.
But if you type that in Google and the first thing that came up wasn't like, oh, mustard works on burns, then it's probably not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that in the burn ward, they're not they don't have
They don't have
they don't have bags of mustard in the back.
they're not like spraying. They don't have mustard sprayers.
All of the people commenting on this page are talking about how they recently were burned and put mustard on it, and it feels much better.
Then they should just make fire trucks with mustard.
One guy tried ketchup.
I don't think it puts
does
out
not work.
fires,
I bet it would.
I think
Mustard
water's
fixes everything.
Dude,
will it fix
mustard's
my
the new.
broken brain.
Just try eating it. I don't know. You put enough mustard in a fire.
There's
it
so
will
many stories
extinguish.
of different ways people got burned and then put mustard on it. I will never forget this home remedy,
Saved my life.
says Jamie, who grabbed a hot curling iron and then put mustard all over it.
On the curling iron?
No, on her throbbing hand.
Kevin Spacey should have done it and Pay It Forward.
Did he get burned in that movie?
Yeah, he's like his body.
Keep reapplying the mustard. How many
I
applications?
think I did it a lot.
Gross.
I think it was something that I just kept doing.
Does it work for sunburns?
Apparently it works for all burn relief. I still don't believe it. I think maybe they're just trying to sell mustard and
They're
applying it
mustard.
to your
They're
ear.
mustard
This
peddlers.
is a whole Heinz conspiracy.
They're mustard peddlers. I don't trust
It's a
it.
Heinz conspiracy.
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
Well,
I learned something new. That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try it just for fun.
Well, if you ever get burned badly, which it rarely happens, I
I
think that was the
hope I
last
don't.
time I was burned.
But if I do, I will try some mustard.
And then I think eventually I got actual prescribed burn cream from the doctor. Eventually,
the last time I
For your-
burned myself was on pizza in my mouth. You could just eat something with mustard.
Yeah, eat mustard.
just have mustard in your mouth perpetually.
No,
Just squirt a
Mustard
shot of
water.
mustard in your water. That's all you need.
No, just drink mustard.
See?
Yeah.
You can use it for fires. You can drink it. It's basically water. Mm-hmm. I have one more pet peeve.
I think I've got one more.
I got one more. And this is also gonna. I realize all these make me sound kind of petty, but
that's what pet peeves are.
this is what pet peeves are.
They are petty peeves.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
why they're
maybe.
called petty peeves.
Maybe.
But when you're in the gas station and all you want is a soda. That's all I want is a
I know what you're gonna
soda.
say.
And
I
then
already
you're
know
getting
it.
in line, and I don't care if one guy wants to get cigarettes. Okay, you're going to get cigarettes. But then you get those people that also want cigarettes and scratchers. And then you get those people that want cigarettes, scratchers, and they want to get those little shot glass bottles, which are way overpriced. It's just save up and get a real bottle
Save
of
up.
food. Save up.
Save up your
Save
quarters.
$6.
Save your
And
quarters.
buy
Save your
some
quarters and buy an
really
actual
bad
fifth of
alcohol.
vodka instead of buying the little shooter. But then I'm sitting there with my soda, and they're like, they're looking at the scratchers as if there's any method to the madness.
No,
of
they're
picking a lucky
shopping. They're
scratcher.
just shopping. They shop for them, and they're like, give me 822s.
Okay, well, what makes one scratcher more appealing than the other? They're all the same.
That's so stupid. No, it pisses me off all the time, especially if I'm in a hurry in the morning, and then you just have this old woman there, and it's like, I would like 4 of the lucky 7s, and then 3 leprechaun gold pots, and
But
then...
actually, I feel like that's not fair to have a scratcher with number 7 on it.
Because it's innately
like,
lucky.
I guess maybe they put that
That's
when they need
why
to work through
they're
some
trying to
scratchers.
sell it.
No, and that's the worst place to do it too. It's just, I know what you mean. They're just shopping.
I feel like they should have a store for that specific purpose. Here, come get your scratchers, your cigarettes, and your.
That's
and your
what the
booze.
store is. They just do it inefficiently.
But they do it a quick trip, or they should have a little booth for that. There'd be a line.
A vice booth.
There'd be a line, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
buy
it's
your
just,
booze, buy your cigs, buy your lottos. And
That's
then
just-
everyone
that
else
is
can
the
just buy
thing.
coffee and
that's
donuts.
the first 2 hours of your Friday night. And then when
Yeah.
that's all spent, that's it.
Those people go home and take their 2 shooters, smoke a pack of
They
cigarettes,
do their
and scratch
scratcher.
all the
They do their
scratchers.
scratcher.
They're done with their buzz in 10 minutes.
And then they go back to the gas station and do it all again.
Yeah.
They have just lived out their $5 high.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm like, man, if you won $100 on a scratcher, then you could buy. They'd probably just buy more scratchers.
I don't know. I don't know about the addictive quality of a scratcher. I don't know.
I've never really been into like scratchers.
I've only gotten them as gifts.
I
like
won
in
$20
Christmas
on a
cards
scratcher before.
sometimes.
I won $20 on a scratcher. I'm not saying I'd never. I've scratched. I've done my fair. I've done my fair share.
But have you ever bought one at the gas station?
No, I've traded in scratchers for more scratchers. So I have technically, I guess I have bought a scratcher. Hey, I'm a hypocrite.
You have not excessively shopped for scratchers.
No.
Obnoxiously.
I have bought those shooters at the gas station once.
Oh, I have.
I was with you.
Yeah, but
we were in Kansas.
It's like
we were going to that concert.
Nobody's shot. Whenever somebody like buys those like the airplane bottles, they kind of.
Is that what they are? They're called airplane bottles.
Because that's what they serve on airplanes.
Oh yeah. Makes
Pretty
sense.
sure they call them airplane bottles. I don't know. That's what I thought they called.
But they're just like a shot.
They're good for sneaking into the fair.
Yeah, they're good for they're just good for a lot of things.
It's good for being discreet.
Discreet. They're good for
I guess
drunk.
that's the only point, right?
discreet
Why else would
drinking.
they make little alcohol bottles so small other than to sneak in places that you're not really supposed to have your own alcohol at?
You're just supposed to get drunk.
There's not even enough there.
Yeah, you have to get a bunch of them,
It's like,
which is sort of a waste of material.
That's
for
what I'm
road
saying.
sodies, just kind of like whatever.
You add it to
so
make your root beer cocktail root beer or whatever.
things.
I don't know why that came to mind.
Mixed with your root beer.
Well,
I don't know.
at Fitz's downtown, then you can have alcoholic root beers. They're okay. The regular root beer
I
is
don't know.
better.
I've never had root beers.
Never had a boozy.
They have flavored booze in them that makes it good. It's not like gin in your root beer.
Ew,
It's
probably like a
it's like
bourbon or something.
Tootsie Roll
Ugh.
vodka or something. I don't know. It's just sweet.
What I don't get is like the freaking like boozy milkshakes. It's like
I don't like that because also you have to drink them so slow. It like defeats the purpose. You don't even feel the booze.
Yeah,
and
what
it
are you
sort of
gonna-
ruins the milkshake.
It's like what? Like I don't want to like drink to like.
Who wants?
Taste? Who wants? Like, what are you gonna get drunk off of milky bourbon?
Exactly right. You're gonna puke from the milkshake.
Dude, that's gonna
before
be.
you
That's
get
gonna be. Yeah, that's
buzzed.
bad. That's bad.
That's like just drinking like
That's
freaking
not-
like Baileys.
That's a lack of foresight right there. Yeah, you never get drunk off Baileys.
If you want to
You
get
never
drunk
get drunk off
Baileys.
Before we went on vacation together, my mom had never heard of putting Baileys in coffee. She thought you just drank it over ice.
I guess I did drink quite a bit of Baileys on that vacation.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever.
Me too.
Yeah,
got
but
a
you wouldn't
buzz.
just drink it
No, but
straight,
that's
and you
'cause
wouldn't
that's what
drink it to
Baileys
like
is.
get drunk. Like
No.
it's kind of like a you start your day off, your vacation day off with Baileys and coffee because
Right.
you know you're about to.
Oh no,
like,
I had Baileys
vacation.
in the morning, I had Baileys in the afternoon, and I had Baileys in the evening.
We had a lot of
Oh.
coffee too.
Oh, then.
We had Baileys
Never
and
mind
coffee
then. We used to
all the
have Baileys at the plastic place.
Oh, yeah,
it was
dude.
After
nice.
after the hard days.
Bailey's is on the grocery list still.
Well, no, we got
It's
Saint-
how you know
Saint
it's
Brennan's.
the weekend.
I mean, whenever.
St. Brennan's. It's like the off-brand Baileys.
What is it? What
No,
is it
it's
called?
not.
St.
it?
Brennan's, it's like half the
Did you
price
say
of
St.
Baileys.
Brennan's?
I think it's St. Brennan's.
It sounds
I like
fancier.
how all the off-brand
And you have
boozes are like
Connolly's.
similar to. I guess that's like off-brand everything though. It's like it's like Bailey's is like the Irish thing or whatever, and then there's like St. Brennan's.
Yeah, I know, and then Connolly's.
Yeah, you're right.
Leprechauns.
Connolly's is even lower. It's the Aldi brand.
And then there's just potato pickers. Potato pickers cream. Liquor cream.
Oh my gosh. Dude. Those are all my pet peeves though, so I apologize if I'm
That's pretty
petty.
good.
Those are things.
No,
It doesn't make me mad, and I don't judge the people. It just, when I'm going about my day.
One of the things, this is my last one, and one of the things that COVID brought about was the shitty bank line, or like not being open in the thing.
Oh, you had to make appointments.
Well, some of them just didn't do that. Like U.S. Bank in Washington, the one like, so this is what's been happening, where they have like 6 or 8 like things open, and this has happened to me several times where I like will stop and try and like wait for the next thing and try to create a line, but nobody follows the line. People will just go and like go to the next open thing. And like,
This sounds like chaos.
Yeah,
this
it
is
does
chaos.
sound like
It's
chaos.
like, so it's like I will be sitting there and I'll just be like waiting for like the next person to like leave so I could like go and do the thing. or whatever, but people would just like start shooting into the open aisles or whatever and just like drive right by. It's like, I've been clearly sitting here before you have. You ass clown. Like, clearly, like, they would just, like, dart right by me. And it's like, I'm parked here for a reason so I can, like, see who's gonna be. Why don't you do the same thing? So you literally are just a jackass. Like, start a line.
Dude,
There's still order.
Some people have places to be, Jordan. They're
Yeah,
more
I
important
did
than
too.
you.
I
They're
was
more
just
important
trying to
than
be
you.
considerate.
Jeez.
God, that was and that was like a thing. Is like U.S. Bank has just been like freaking ridiculously slow.
Is it open now? I mean, can you go?
I think
in
they're.
now?
I don't know. I have no idea. But like whenever all that stuff was going down, like that was just like a huge annoyance.
Pandemonium.
It means you're supposed to be a man now, fit to do a man's work. It means you got part of the responsibility of running this ranch, same as Pa and Hoss and me.
That was a pet peeve-isode.
Yeah.
Megan didn't have any.
No, I did. My dog eats poop,
you had,
and
you had
my
the
patients sometimes make annoying
And they
massage
cry.
noises. And they fake
I know.
cry.
What was
I'm
it?
not
No,
annoyed
it was-
by their real tears.
That was it.
Imagine if you were the one causing a person to make that noise over and over
Yeah, I
again.
would
You'd
want
wanna
to stop. I would want to stop.
But I can't because insurance demands that I continue.
Continue.
Insurance demands I continue. Steven was playing this baby thing earlier.
Oh yeah, this is a nice piece of equipment I just got.
This is new. He had
This is-
a random urge to go
Please,
buy
please
it.
explain to the listeners
So
what we have here.
this
on
is
this
the
table.
Baby Einstein musical mix and roll. So this is a 4-in-1 device that basically it says 6 to 36 months, but this is really. I think it's 6
advanced.
to 360 months. I think you can play
it's
with this thing all throughout your.
28-year-old Jordan.
I agree.
Do the
I agree.
listeners know that we have a baby? We should make that known.
Oh yeah,
No.
I didn't just buy this for myself.
For us.
But I mean, yeah, Audrey's 10 months old, so this is just like right up her alley,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah, she's already way past this little kid playing on the floor with their spin table.
So there's so it's a 4-in-1, and you can play with it on the floor, or you can walk with it.
It becomes a walker.
It becomes a walker.
So you could probably even use this in your old age. So you just put it in the attic once you're,
It's training your baby to be a DJ.
Yeah, it does. It has a spin table.
yeah.
Over
So
here.
pretty much you can play some tunes.
I like the freaking DJ.
She's
system.
gonna be a DJ.
She'll be, yeah. Those are Steven's masterful music.
Also good.
What do you call that one? DJ Steven?
Yeah,
I
is
call
that
that
an original?
Einstein mashup right there.
That's good.
What's the table thing? So it can be upside down, and then they got the clickers.
Of course.
Yeah, those don't actually
Various
change
clicking
the sound.
functions.
Oh.
Oh yeah, but then these also teach you about birds and tigers, all those things you commonly encounter.
So, like, were you really proud of yourself when you bought this for her?
I was
was
pretty stoked.
really excited.
I was actually pretty stoked.
I actually thought that he was going to be late to the podcast because he had
this
an
is
urgent
today?
need to go
I
buy
just
this.
bought this.
Yeah, it's new and exciting.
Dude,
This is today.
Yeah,
I've been Mr. Mom all
this is
week.
in the last couple of hours.
I realized that Audrey's toys are not that great, so I went and bought her this thing. And I think
It's like getting your 16-year-old daughter a Nissan.
it's the equivalent to
Steven
that.
got bored in the last 2 days hanging out at home with her, and so now he actually needs more stimulating toys.
I need something that stimulates my cognition with 3 content modes: music, color, and animals.
You need Audrey to make mix mashups for you.
I need her to be a producer when she's older.
Dude, who do you think the people behind Baby Einstein? Who do you think these people are?
They're probably very rich.
I don't know, and I was just thinking that this would be a great job to have, to make the music that babies listen to.
You'd be good at this job. You would help.
You'd probably be good at it too.
I
Jordan.
mean, but they just like recreate classical songs. That's what.
Well, there's that. There's the classical ones, but there's all kinds of like jingles that are not that catchy. I feel like you guys could
Dude,
do
there's
much
lots
better.
of uncatchy baby jingles.
Yeah.
baby, play with this phone.
Yeah, what's
Dude,
the key
it's pretty
one?
much-
It's like 1, 2, 3. I am keys. House
Dude.
key. Puppy.
Dude,
You're like,
you-
that's
Dude,
not. That
it's
doesn't
just
even
like
make
that.
sense.
And then there's like, it's like a.
I am so
in the
like
background.
babies are enamored by me. I will say that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at entertaining like little ones. So I think I could,
This is your I'm
your
saying.
guys' calling.
So well, we're just gonna like create.
Start making baby
start
jingles and
baby-
I think
marketing
we
them
should
to
just start
baby
making baby-
companies
I
that
think
they
we-
could put it in.
We should just start making baby jingles.
You are a baby. You play with toys.
And you know what?
Here's a toy for you,
And look,
baby boy.
Function number 4 and 3 we could use. It becomes a music table and a creative table. So we could just use this as a workbench.
So you can, okay, so you just take that, you take the DJ thing off, and then the baby can eat.
Can
draw and
draw
out.
up drafts and stuff, make various...
Drafts. Just her drafting table.
It kind of looks
It's
like
for
she
when
has a
Audrey
carpenter
is
square.
doing her architectures.
Yeah, you might want to be a carpenter.
Carpentress.
I don't know what you call. I guess a lady carpenter. Yeah, it's not like a waiter. or
Carpenter,
waitress.
I like
waitress.
carpentress. I think that's good.
I think that should be in the dictionary now. You
But
should push
this
for
baby is
Webster.
these babies look so happy playing with their spin table.
I'm just saying, this is something that you can play with for the rest of your life.
Well, that definitely looks like a baby that would play with a spin table.
This little tiny Asian baby?
Oh, no, that Drake-looking baby.
Oh, yeah, that baby does look like Drake, but he's
He does
using the
kinda like
walker
Drake.
function.
It could be a she. Let's not, let's
You're right.
not,
People have been doing that to Audrey.
What do you mean?
Like, at her doctor's appointment, some old woman across the way kept saying, like, oh, he's got such a smile. I'm like, yeah, she does. She's a cutie. Meanwhile, she's in a shirt with daisies on it. Like, she has a feminine face anyway, and I dress her girly.
Babies have feminine faces?
Yeah, there's masculine and feminine baby faces. I'll see a baby and I know it's a boy baby. I know even like little baby Clyde's a boy baby, and he's like 2 months old.
I don't know.
I mean, yes, some babies just look like babies, but I don't know.
I don't know enough babies. I'm not a parent too. Maybe it's different because you're the parent.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't actually get offended, but I'm just kind of thinking like, are you stupid? Because this baby is dressed in all girl clothes.
If it's like an old woman,
daisy shirt and pink pants. Yeah, my son and I are here at the doctor.
Maybe they're overcompensating for what they think they don't know about today.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You're right.
Maybe
it's just
I don't want to
she's
assume
just
anything.
trying to be sensitive.
I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
I'm going to assume she's a boy.
It's bloody. You're hurt.
I'm all right, Joey. You go home to your mother and your father and grow up to be strong and straight.
But
in addition to bad baby jingles, there are some very bad baby books.
Okay.
We have some here.
You guys have bad baby book reviews.
Dude, I think we should just go.
We're gonna get a little controversial.
Headlong into some of these the
some
staples.
are classics, but they're really bad.
Like Chicka Chicka Boom Boom.
So are they
Do you remember this
classics?
book? This
Yeah,
is like
they're
one that
very
was-
popular.
This is like a popular baby's book.
It's in
And,
that
like,
commercial
All they do
with some rapper. I don't know.
Oh.
all these the book is like the letters climb up a coconut tree, too many letters get up there, they all fall down, and then the capital letters come in and save the day, but then at the end of the book the letter A is still up there. See,
It's just not that good.
What's the subtext though?
There's not really much subtext in most baby books.
Yeah, I really don't think there's any
Sort of
I mean,
like, I guess you learn the alphabet. Is
maybe
the
maybe
subtext.
don't follow. Maybe you shouldn't follow the leader too much.
Is there
Because the first
anything
one
in
up
that
the
book
tree.
that's useful?
Double dare you to climb up
See,
the coconut
A told
tree.
B and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree. So A really kind of instigated the whole thing.
Is there a bunch of rhyming in it?
Oh, very much rhyming.
Okay, so maybe that's what it mostly is for. Is just like teach your baby to rhyme.
Yeah.
I guess D rhymes with
Rhyme all the
tree.
time, baby, please.
K, J and K and way.
I mean, I like books that are not necessarily even educational, but I just have to have fun reading it, and this one didn't do it.
I'm just saying
the rhyming wasn't fun for
Chicka
you.
Chicka
no,
Boom
I don't
Boom.
think Audrey doesn't even like this book.
No, she doesn't. She gets kind of cranky when we read it.
She hates it. She
yeah,
gets angry.
she has books she likes, and she has books that she continues to turn away from, like they're trash.
On a scale from 1 to 15, what do you rate that book?
Is one high or low? Like, is one
low.
good?
One low.
15 is good.
I give it
I would give
it like a 5.
I'd give Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. It's not the worst one. I'd give it a 7.
It's a 7.
Less than half.
Out of 15?
Yeah.
Why not out of 10?
Yeah, that's a weird scale.
Whatever. It's a scale, so just deal with it.
Okay,
Scale
7.
gave
I
you.
stick
I
with
give
7.
it a 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went up.
I was saying 5 out of 10.
Oh, I understand.
I said 15.
But
Okay, so
I thought this
half.
was
half
was
as
supposed
good as
to
a
be.
baby book could be.
It's an F.
I remember reading this when I was a baby.
Really?
You read Chicka Chicka Boom Boom?
You could read when you were a baby?
No, I didn't. I mean, I remember someone reading this to me. Although I really don't remember my childhood that much.
You remember when you were a
That's
baby?
very
Somebody reading-
surprising that you remember that.
Yeah, I remember this book. That's why I was like, oh, we'll read Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. And I was like, wait, this is like...
That wasn't one of our books. This wasn't either, but everyone else thinks it's like really famous. Brown Bear, what do you see?
I remember this book.
This is a boring, bad book.
It's pretty boring.
It looks like a boring
It's pretty boring.
Like, the first... Let me put this down. Okay. The first page, like, it's a brown bear. What do you see? I see a red bird. The next page, red bird sees something.
It just keeps passing it on.
I think it's mostly about the art.
It's all about the colors.
It is. It's just like, and actually, I want to say that Audrey doesn't like it either, but she does kind of like looking at all the things, especially this one, White Dog.
I like the White Dog.
That's just the high contrast.
Well, right. But it doesn't. The rhymes are kind of.
But look how mean. Look how mean.
Like
yeah, the teacher looks mean.
That's the teacher. The goldfish is a teacher looking at him. And then the teacher sees children.
And I hate all those kids.
I hate all those kids.
Any of those children.
And then it's just everything. It doesn't really sum it up very well.
Just like explains everything.
It's just,
yeah.
What's the worst one though by far? So
wait, this one's like
Brown Bear I would give slightly lower than Chicka Chicka.
That one I give a 10 out of 15.
Really?
Yeah.
That one's better than Chicka Chicka Boom.
I like the artwork in it, but I just
the rhyming of Chicka Chicka Boom more.
Honestly, like these books, they're not. When I first I remembered reading this, but then I read it with Audrey, and I was like, oh, like, I remember this being more interesting. But maybe it's
you
just
must have just been a kid excited
maybe I was just
by the artwork.
Yeah, maybe it was just the artwork. The artwork's like kind of cool, but it's just, you know.
I give it plain 7. If the other one was 7.5, then this is just 7, one step down, maybe even 6.5. Whereas Goodnight Moon.
This one's like popular.
Up next.
This one looks like a little bit more trippy though.
This one is very popular.
Basically, and we don't have to read the whole book.
No.
I just want to read one part of it. But like, you just like are saying goodnight to various things in your room, okay? So like, good night, 2 little kittens and a pair of mittens, it rhymes. But then there's a part where you're saying goodnight to a quiet old lady who is whispering hush.
It's creepy.
In your room.
It scares me.
And then it shows a picture of this quiet old lady
watching this
like baby rabbit sleep.
Let me see this.
It's just creepy.
And the colors are scary and weird. They're like orange. What kind of room has orange carpet and green walls?
And it's not like it says
quiet old lady who was whispering hush.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like, you know, a quiet grandma, a quiet mom.
We should write children's horror books.
I would be so good at that because I was a terrified child. I was afraid of so many very scary things that came out of my imagination.
That's a good idea.
We could write children's science fiction, children's
horror.
God dang it!
See, Goodnight Moon is scary.
We could write children's horror books.
Yeah, because I mean,
for mean parents to buy their children.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. Like whenever we were younger, I had like friends. I had a friend who like his parents like let them watch the weirdest things. Like my favorite Christmas movie is what is the one with the frickin' Halloween Christmas or whatever?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
I do not like Tim Burton.
My favorite Christmas movie is Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like we're like 10. Like what do you mean? Like what?
I mean, that's the weird thing about that movie is it was sort of a kids movie, but it was just really dark and strange, and it wasn't a Halloween or Christmas movie. It was like a hybrid. I didn't like it.
All the people that like that as kids shopped at Hot Topic.
Yep.
You groomed them for the emo phase.
Natural edge.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying it's like.
I just don't know who the audience is. I guess it just seems like a really specific, like dark child.
If we were gonna write a horror movie for babies or horror book for babies / toddlers.
Baby Megan was afraid of like an old woman witch that lived behind the water heater in the basement.
Grandma is an old woman witch. Grandma ate baby brother and older sister. Megan is the only one left, and Megan is scared of Grandma.
Dude, I would not want to read this to my daughter.
Yeah, who's it for?
Megan goes to Grandma's this weekend, and Megan is not very happy.
Why is my grandma the scary lady? Grandma was nice.
Because it's scary. It's a horror. Like that's what I'm saying.
Grandmas are not scary. Grandmas are sweet.
That's the point. It's supposed to be
to have it be an anonymous old woman that why does she live in my basement behind the water heater? Because she's a witch.
Who is the woman in the basement?
Yeah, right. She lives behind the water heater. And she's scary. No, Grandma. This is not a good.
Sometimes Grandma comes over. And
it's more, I guess it is more scary if it's someone you trust.
It's someone you gotta know.
No, the stranger is a scary part of it. That there's a strange old woman that lives in the basement. If I thought my grandma was behind the water heater, I wouldn't be scared.
I just wanted to hit the octopus. I wanted to see what it sounded like.
All right.
Did it just say octopus?
It did. It just.
I think we'll tune this one out. We're hitting like about an hour.
Okay.
Oh damn.
So hey, why don't you, DJ, wrap it up?
I'll wrap it up. I'll play some
Scratch
scratchers.
some
All right,
tunes
hold on.
here.
It has multiple languages too. All right.
Hit it, yo. Thank you, Megan and Steven, for coming on the show. Best of the Midwest, you know how it motherfucking goes. I want the You got Audrey, this cool ass thing, what you got the boom.
Oh, take her easy there, Pilgrim.
Boy, I got vision and the rest of the world wears bifocals.
Well, son, since you haven't learned to respect your elders, it's time you learn to respect your betters.
It is, I think, going to be a very harsh and unpleasant kind of business, and will, I think, require an extremely harsh and unpleasant kind of man to see to it.
I'm your huckleberry.